Hello beautiful people, Stephanie here, and today we're taking a closer look at the Sopros low D and low F whistle. I have made a video including these whistles and you have heard them played, but I haven't made a dedicated review. So I just wanted to go over some close-ups of these whistles, some information about how they play, and we'll check their tuning and volume as well. I'll also put links to the website where I got these, which was bigwhistle.co.uk. Fantastic place if you're UK based for getting whistles. So yeah, let's take a look at these, some of their features, and decide if these could be the next low whistles to add to your collection. Now, Sopros whistles are made by a whistle maker called Gomes. They are made from aluminium, or these particular low whistles are, and they have a 3D printed mouthpiece. The mouthpiece makes these whistles tunable. And it does have this actual metal insert into the mouthpiece as well. It does look like the blade is actually part of the whistle body, but it's not. It's a separate part of the mouthpiece. The whistles come in a matte finish, which I have here on the low F, and also a shiny finish, which I have on the low D. The low D is a much more substantially sized whistle than the F. The F whistle is a narrower bore and is much easier to play. It has a kind of sweet sound and doesn't require that much breath, whereas the low D, being a bigger bore whistle, does need a little bit more breath, but still relatively easy on the push. They're quite a high back pressure whistle, so you will need to have good control of your airflow, but it does mean you don't need masses of breath to hit those higher notes. You just need to get that right amount of push. Let's take a look at the bass tuning of the F. This is with a warm whistle and the mouthpiece pushed right the way down. Let's see how well these whistles play half holes. Not bad for a first try. You could definitely work on these half holes and get them pitch perfect and green lighted on this app. Let's assess the volume of the low F whistle. Let's take a look at the low D. Again, a warm whistle with the mouthpiece pushed right the way down. The D whistle is pretty well tuned. Some of the cross fingering, such as the C natural, is kind of difficult to hit, but can be hit if you blow more softly and you use an additional finger. Again, all those notes are registering. They're not pitch perfect, but again, that's mostly technique and practice. They're pretty good for a straightforward, no hassle attempt and a first try. The low D actually needs more breath to hit the higher notes. You need more air going through this whistle, so it feels a lot louder. The low F actually feels kind of rich and warm, and it doesn't need as much air, and actually feels and sounds much softer when you play it yourself. They don't feel overly loud. I definitely feel like I have louder low whistles. But they're pretty easy to play. The low D, as I said, does need a lot more breath than the low F to get to those higher notes, but it still feels achievable. It might just need a little bit more work on the lung capacity and the breath control if you plan to go for this one. Again, the bigger size of the mouthpiece and the wider bore all contribute to this as well, and it's got a slightly lower back pressure than the low F. Let's take a listen to how this one sounds with a recent tune I covered, Rattay Feasts. And let's have a listen to the low F playing Inuyasha's Lullaby, which I also have a tutorial for linked in the description down below. So as you can hear, both of these whistles have a rich and warm tone to them. I have played aluminium low whistles before, and I must say these are actually warmer than a lot of the other aluminium whistles I've played, and I really like that about these. I particularly love the low F. The sound is rich and resonant. It is so easy to play, and you can really hear that those notes are perfectly in tune. The low D is a little bit more difficult. The finger hole spacing isn't bad. It's not hard to cover. In fact, I don't even need to use the piper's grip on the top holes. I can actually reach these with my fingertips or my finger pads. And yeah, the spacing on the bottom holes is pretty achievable as well. It does need more breath. I would like for this whistle to have more push and need less actual air, kind of like the F. The F doesn't really need that much breath. But yeah, I guess because of the larger size and the different sound and the different quality and the tone of this low whistle, you are going to need that extra air. It does give it a softer sound, I suppose. Yeah, it's got that gorgeous kind of breathy sound to it, which is really nice. And I guess because it's not got as much back pressure, you do have a bit of room to play with those notes, which is really nice. You can get some more dynamics into your playing, I suppose, with a whistle like this. So they both have They're positives and negatives. It depends what you want these whistles to do when you play them. Now, the retail price currently for these, the low whistle is around £170, depending on where you buy, and the low F is £155, again, depending where you get these. Postage costs, of course, will vary to your location. They're quite nice whistles, I would say, for the price. They're not your cheapest entry-level whistles. They're not expensive low whistles either. They're a nice middle ground and you will get a good quality whistle. So yeah, if you're looking for a low whistle, you like the mellow, rich, breathy sound of the low D, or you want something that's pretty responsive and really easy to play and tune, the low F, I can definitely recommend them. If you guys have questions, comments, or suggestions for anything else you'd like to see or hear, please do leave them in the comment section down below. I love hearing from you guys. If you found this video useful, do my channel a huge favor, hit that big thumbs up button, don't forget to subscribe, and of course if you hit the bell, you'll get notifications every time new tutorials come out and you'll never miss anything. If you'd like to hear these whistles being played a little bit more, I have put a video up on screen now alongside some of my other reviews of Sopros high whistles. And yeah, if you'd like to learn the 2 tunes I played today, you'll find them on screen as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, happy whistling, and I'll see you again soon for some more cool tin whistle stuff. Bye.